Why the five of us? Because we are actually friends who hang out on a regular basis.
Should we intro like what the show is?
Yes. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the show and why newly, almost married, and Nick.
That is a big
Nick just pointed out Jared's pimple.
It was looking at me.
Can you see why the five of us now? We're very comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
It is a lighthearted, fun little TV show about the hustle and bustle of friends in LA.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a behind-the-scenes look into what happens after you leave that crazy experience.
And I was gonna say, I think everybody loves the bloopers or the scene that they show in the edit, the credits at the end of an episode. And this is basically an hour and a half of the stuff that you would see in like the bloopers.
Yeah. And it's all like different stages of our lives, which I think everyone can relate to at one or another, so.
I mean, my favorite scene in the show is probably when the guys went to go work out and Nick was their coach. And Nick, everything is just so dry. And he's just puzzled by how these guys even look the way they do. With how inexperienced they are at the gym and Tanner's love for milk.
You're implying that they look great. They don't look that great. They look fine.
They look great!
I would also argue that like there's different like I'm confident in how I look. I'm getting there. I'm getting back into it.
That is a miracle in itself.
See, there's no interview to be had. There's just
It's
this.
just this.
Yeah.
This is why people like it.
You are.
Yeah, we're giving a behind-the-scenes look into our friend dynamic. I think a lot of people question whether Bachelor people are actually friends.
Right.
We're not.
You're not.
So we wanted to tell people that.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't invite him to our gender reveal.
But we did.
Dick move, right?
Oh my goodness.
The whole time.
We
He's
did.
invited.
He came up to us
couldn't
5
come.
days early. He goes, by the way, I can't come to the gender reveal. I was like, okay.
5 days is exaggeration. 2.
It was 5.
At least 5.
We were at Mr. Chow's in Beverly Hills, or wherever the hell
Monday
it was.
night.
On Monday
You
night
told
at the
me.
charity event, and that's
We
when
told
he
you a
came
week
up to
It
beforehand.
us.
wasn't Beverly Hills, first of all.
I know, it was Malibu.
Whatever.
Same.
Okay, 4 days.
It was Monday night that you declined the invitation,
But
so
he
we
knew about it
gave you
before.
it.
Yeah, but like, it was...
We've learned one thing about Nick throughout this experience. We need to basically send him a formal invitation in the mail
Yes.
for him to
Yeah, you need to save the dates.
for him to think that the schedule is like happening.
So you expect open the mailbox, gender reveal.
Not really, because I'm very bad at checking my mail.
So
However,
then what are they supposed to do?
hey,
Smoke signal.
they gave me a whole, by the way, you should show up to this thing. Later to find out, it was like in the middle of the day.
No, you knew what day and
had-
time it was.
It had to be.
Ugh.
It had to be 2 hours
Can't
away,
skydive at night.
and it had to be during the
I
day.
feel like something like that, you should get people's schedules. Not
We
we're doing
couldn't.
this
We
thing.
had
Well,
to do
we
it based
planned
on
it
the
last
schedule
second.
It was
of the
like
place.
it was like at a Friday afternoon.
But I
Yeah.
do appreciate your commentary. I think that really
Yes.
added to the episode of like,
Oh, thank you.
well, here I am, you know.
Oh,
It was
great.
funny.
It was funny.
We kept it in because it was funny.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean he wasn't invited.
I said I was invited.
Oh, okay.
I got an insincere wedding invite.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous. You got the invite the same day everybody else did.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, because you told
We
me
did it
you
a
told
week
me
in
who's all
advance,
coming.
basically.
Yeah, you take so long to respond. Everybody else was like, "Yeah, I'll be there."
The funny thing about Nick is he doesn't want to commit to plans unless he realizes there's absolutely nothing better for him to do on that day.
That's not entirely.
He had to record his hit podcast.
Yeah, he
I had
had
to
to.
record my hit podcast. That is true.
My hit.
Thank you, Jade, for the plug.
Back to the show, episode 6. You guys still have a couple more episodes.
No,
No,
No?
that's it.
that is it.
Okay,
6
well,
episodes.
next season then.
Hopefully.
What are we hoping?
That's really up to you, America.
You want
No
to explain
pressure.
why?
I mean, obviously, they are expecting their second child, who we know is a boy. We have our wedding coming up, which we are in full wedding planning mode.
Nick has
I'm not doing anything.
And Nick has a hit podcast to document. Plus, we'd
Essential
love to
oils.
see him do some dating on the show.
Well, that would be ideal.
Yes.
Yeah, Nick, will you let us film you dating?
At least
If there
one
is a
date.
Season 2. One date.
It's gonna take a lot of money.
Fair enough.
Netflix. Talking to you.
So those are the big things we'd like to see in a season 2 if we could get
Right.
it.
But I mean, I think if there is a season 2, I think we're all open to showing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe bringing in a few different Bachelor cast members and
Well,
showing a little of the drama that goes on behind the scenes that fans would probably love to see.
It's like behind the scenes, but behind the scenes of what our
you
lives.
should see how
you know?
much Ashley and Jared argue. I'm surprised they're still together. I'd love to show a little bit of that. So,
What?
season 2.
What to expect? But who would you guys want to come on the show from Bachelor Nation?
I mean, I think.
Caitlin and Jason.
Yeah, of course, our friends. Like, listen, the whole point of
Yeah,
this
that's not
one now-
happening.
well, actually, yeah, that's a great one. The whole point of this show was to give people like a behind-the-scenes look of our friendship and our dynamic and what we're doing with our lives now. Because so many people are like, "Well, you guys are living in LA, so what are you doing now?" And that's what really kind of started this entire idea. And most of it shot either in their house, our apartment. It's just kind of like, we filmed it with Kinetic, but we kind of did it on our own to a sense. And so. That's how much we just believed in, like, I think what we bring to it. And as much as we want our friends to be a part of it, like, I don't want to also cheapen it. Like, I feel like it's, like, we don't need to bring in other Bachelor people just to make it successful. Like, we can bring in our friends, people that we're truly friends with, and if they're on The Bachelor, obviously.
Like, I'd like to bring Carly in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like, of course, like,
Yeah.
someone like Carly.
who also
Someone
was
like Ben.
there with us the entire time. Carly was 3 seasons with me, season with both of them,
feel like
season
we're having
with
a production meeting right
and a season with both of them.
No, on camera.
2 seasons.
Yeah.
So that would definitely be a common denominator thing.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, the whole thing
Emmy,
is
of
just to
course.
like.
Star.
Well, Emmy steals the
is
show.
A star.
Emerson.
I mean, I could watch her eat all day.
I know, she's just so cute. And then we have the new baby next too. Yeah, that can be the next star of the
know.
show.
Are we going to tape the delivery?
I'm open to filming the birth. I'll
She's-
tell you that.
That's
There
like
you go.
season 2 premiere.
I
right
know.
there. And then a day later.
Who knows? They're like literally,
I
you
know.
don't even know how close the due date is to our wedding date. So
The due date is like
Super close.
super close.
If you go into labor the day of the wedding, that will, as much as it would suck to not have you guys there, it would also be
That
like, wow,
also-
that's
It'll probably
like,
happen
that's
that way.
poetic.
I think it's
That's
gonna
how
happen
life
that
works,
way.
honestly.
Yeah.
So, how is your pregnancy going?
It's going really good. I'm actually sick right now, so I'm dealing with that. But I mean,
Second trimester was easy. Now we're in the third, it's getting a little difficult again.
He's just a crazy kicker. He like moves constantly, so
Tanner kicks you?
there's
Yeah.
that going on.
Dick move, Tanner.
This way too, yeah. But,
Do you have a name picked out?
I mean, I have 9 weeks to go, so.
Oh my god, that sounds like a long time.
But you guys have 9 weeks to wedding then.
2 months.
Possibly.
That's nothing when you put it, it's 2 months away.
Yeah, 2 months sounds like less time than 9 weeks.
Well, less numbers.
There's this give or take. 'cause
Lower
the
number.
baby can come 2
Yeah.
weeks early, 2
Right.
weeks late.
Emmy
so.
was 4 weeks
That's why
early.
if we can't guarantee whether we're going to be there or not,
Right.
because we
Yeah.
really have no idea when the baby's. I mean, he could come tomorrow.
Would you like that? no, no, that's
a
too
little
early.
Yeah, no. Healthy.
And Tanner, you were going to officiate the wedding. Maybe not now. What's our backup plan?
Not me.
Hologram.
Well, I was gonna say, like, Chris Harrison and then you, Nick.
No, Chris Harrison's not our officiant. I think it's been odd the amount of pressure we've had to ask him, but we wanted somebody who was was more involved with our love story coming together.
Yeah, it's honestly, I get frustrated with a lot of wedding questions now just because people, the way they phrase it, it's like, well, why are you doing this? Or like, well, why not have that?
Like what kind of wedding questions?
Like, for example, we had a wedding question that said, why isn't Chris Harrison officiating the wedding? And then I have to come up with an answer. What?
What else?
Can I answer this one first and then I'll move on to the second one? Like, for
Is this
example,
all the time?
Yeah.
all the time. You have no idea of my life.
He
No.
lived with him for 6 months. Like,
stayed
imagine
on
the
my couch.
exhaustion.
Actually, he had his own room. I'm that kind.
Anyway, what was I even saying?
You were saying Chris Harrison.
Oh, because then like I have to come up with an answer as to why we wouldn't want Chris Harrison to officiate the wedding, which is absurd because we would love for Chris to officiate the
Right.
wedding, but we were like we wanted to go with Tanner, and then like we have a backup officiant who's someone very close with us as well, and it was just like and then obviously there's been a lot of drama within the guest list situation. And so people are like, why is this person not invited, or why are you inviting these people? And it's like everybody has to just give their own judgments, and it's getting too a little frustrating.
Doesn't Nick get a +1?
No,
What?
Nick doesn't even want a plus one.
Nick, You mean what? You're not getting +1?
I know.
He can get I told him. I said,
I
if
know.
he wants a +1, he can have a +1. But he doesn't want to, which I don't blame him.
Everyone
'cause
in
then
our
he's gotta,
bridal
like,
party, like, if they want one, we will give it to them.
Right.
But if they don't have somebody who they've been in like a 6-month plus relationship with, then it's like, do you mind if not? Do you want?
I
Yeah,
mean,
totally.
In my
is.
defense, I got engaged in 9 weeks. So
So you're
Anything can
saying that
happen,
if right now, if you find a girl, you should be able to bring her to the wedding.
Yeah, you could be literally married by their wedding.
I don't know why we have to set that 6
Well,
month
you just
timeline.
let us know. You let us know if you want one.
If you love that video, you're going to love everything on the Access YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button. You can thank me later. Hit it. Now. Thanks.